Howdy, hello, what is Kraken, everybody? For those of you who do not know me, my name is Matt Kraken. And for those of you who do know me, my name is Matt Kraken. Moving on, bad jokes. For those of you who do know me, you might have heard me say there's going to be some changes in my content creation lately on my YouTube channel here and on Twitch and, stuff like that, even TikTok. So I figured I'd make a video about it and kind of just talk about what I'm going to be doing and what's going to be changing in my content creation. Right, so I normally script my videos, but I'm going to make this really hard on myself considering I am somebody who will just ramble on and on and on. So I'm going to do my best to stick to the point and create a talking head video about the changes that I want to do to my channel. So for those of you who know me, know that I stream on Twitch, currently only 2 days a week, Saturdays and Sundays, and I run a podcast. That isn't going to change. My schedule will still be Saturday, Sunday, and the podcast will still continue to go on. The podcast might change a little bit. I still want to be interviewing other content creators, but I also want to throw other photographers, videographers, other creative people in there, if you will. So that will continue to be the same. So here's the major change. Here's what's going to be drastically changing. Currently, I create stream designs, graphic designs for streamers. So I am a streamer for the streamers, and that's totally okay. But streamers have a ton of resources. It seems like every time I turn around, there's a new resource for streamers for designs, emotes, videos, you know what I mean? So I've kind of felt like I've been competing with a lot of other companies and stuff like that. And that's totally okay because I'm glad streamers have the resources, but they have a ton of resources. And I'm just falling into this mix of just some guy, right? And I know there's a lot of people out there that I've helped, and I'm super grateful that I'm able to help people with that, and I will still continue to make some streaming overlays here and there, but I'm going to broaden my horizon a little bit. I am going to create YouTube videos about how to just do graphic design in general, how to make pamphlets, how to make brochures, things that I've done in the past. My work history, I've worked for casinos and I've made billboards and I've created advertisements and stuff like that, making wedding invitations. I made my wedding invitations, how to do things like that. Now, it's always good to have a niche, and maybe I'll figure that out along the way, but my goal is to have fun with content creation. And if anything comes out of it, great, grand. I would be freaking ecstatic. But my main goal isn't to become a millionaire, become rich, or profit off of YouTube. That's a goal for sure, but my main goal is to have fun with this, to be passionate about it, to ignite a spark, to be excited about it. And that's really why I'm changing what I'm doing. So once again, streamers have plenty of resources with or without me. So I'm going to broaden my horizons a little bit when it comes to graphic design. Speaking of spark and passion, and those of you who watch me know that I often talk about photography and how I miss it, and how since COVID, I haven't been able to go out and do the things I want to do with photography. And that's all changing. As of this week, I sold a lot of my old camera gear and I bought new camera gear and I switched platforms, and that spark is back. I've been taking, I love product photography. I got this little setup behind me is like my little product photography station. So I will be doing a lot of photo editing on stream now. I'm going to go out and do some street photography as much as I can. I live in Las Vegas. I feel like I have photo opportunities all surrounded in my area. I live in the desert where it's a beautiful landscape. I'll go out and do stuff like that. And my fiance is excited as well. It gets us out of the house and gets us doing things now that things are going back to normal. During COVID, it was really hard to be a photographer. Actually, that's a lie. That's a cop-out. It wasn't hard to be a photographer. I was just being lazy. So now that I'm not being lazy and I have that passion back and I have that spark, I'm going to be doing that. Now, speaking of photography, during COVID, I lost my job, which was a photographer for a photography studio. And now I'm slowly transitioning back into work, slowly. But that is taking up a little bit of my time as well. So with planning a wedding, going back to work, I'm working on a couple side projects as well that I can't really talk about. So my time is being consumed. Now, I know there's a lot of talk out there. If you want to grow on Twitch and you want to grow as a YouTuber, you got to have consistent schedule. I agree with that. Like I said, my main goal with this is to have fun, to be passionate about it, and to do the things I love doing and teaching people things that I've learned on the internet myself. I know I've kind of rambled on. This is why I like to script videos, but here's a bit of a recap. What to expect on my channel. More photography, a more broad spectrum of graphic design, I will still be doing, you know, some streaming overlay stuff. I want to be more educative than giving things away. I enjoy giving things away, but I'd rather give away knowledge rather than just giving something away. What's that term? If you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he eats for life. That is exactly what I want my YouTube channel to be. I don't want to be giving away stuff. Here's the thing, and no offense to anybody, I would probably do the same thing. I've grown my Gilded server up significantly because I give away free stuff on Gilded. Now, viewer retention doesn't necessarily match the amount of downloads I have on my free resources. That's because it's free. Nobody has to do anything with my content. They don't have to watch it. They don't have to do anything. And that's totally fine. Here's the thing, as content creators, we don't owe anybody anything, and viewers don't owe us anything. And that's the way I've always felt. And if I give away free stuff, it's because I do it out of the kindness of my heart. But the viewer retention just isn't there for free stuff. The viewer retention is going to be there if I continue to educate people. And that's really what I want to do. So yes, educating, more photography, more YouTube than Twitch, to be honest. I still am going to continue to do Twitch 2 days a week. I'm going to try and do one video a week, and I'm going to be doing some IRL stuff. I really want to capture how I do my photography. And like I said, when it cools down after my wedding, which is in November, and it starts cooling down, I'm going to go out and start doing street photography again. And I really want to take my audience on a journey with me through Las Vegas, or I travel to California a lot and stuff like that. My personality will always be the same. My brand will always be the same. I am Matt Kraken. Nothing's changing there. So if you enjoy my content because of me and my personality, nothing's going to be changing there. But if you're looking to learn photography a little bit more, Lightroom is a program I've never opened on stream or even done a tutorial about. I'm a little bit rusty just because it's been so long since I've really been passionate about photography. So that's another thing I'm going to learn along my journey, and maybe I can look back in a year from now and be like, man, this is when I started doing, you know, a lot of photography stuff. So I'm excited about that. Once again, I'm doing content creation for me because I want to be passionate about it and I want to educate others. Like I said, hopefully in the future, when I gain a bigger audience or people enjoy watching my content, then maybe I could put more time back into it. Until then, I'm going to have fun with it. I hope you guys enjoy watching my content and are going to enjoy what's going to come out of it. I know I'm going to have fun, and I think that's kind of what happened. I kind of stopped. My favorite thing to do recently has been my podcast, the What's Kraken podcast. And that's really been fun for me to do lately because I get to interact with other content creators and kind of just pick other people's brains and see what they're going through. You know what I mean? So that's not going to change. I will continue to do that and upload it on Spotify and here on YouTube and stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you guys are going to enjoy the content that I'm putting out. I'm excited about it. And I hope to gain some new audience from it as well, hopefully. But anyway, guys, I hope that was a bit of an introduction to myself and what to expect. Yeah, I look forward to catching you guys in the next video. Thanks, peace, much love.